Hi guys, welcome to the Motive DVD 2009 GTR Challenge presented by Castrol Edge. Now when the Nissan Skyline GTR first hit the scene, it dominated Group A touring cars around the world. But once the tuner scene got hold of it, it developed a whole new reputation for massive horsepower, huge top speeds, and blindingly fast quarter-mile times. Now to truly show the potential of some of the most powerful GTRs in Australia, you need a little bit more than 400 metres. So we're here at Cootamundra Airport in New South Wales with 1.5 kilometres of pure bliss, and we're ready to unleash hell. Now when we wanted to get together a bunch of tough GTRs, we only needed to make one phone call to our friends at Croydon Racing Developments. They have built and tuned some of the fastest, most powerful and toughest Nissan Skyline GTRs in Australia for both drag, circuit and street use. They have most certainly earned their reputation as the GTR Masters, working on R32s through R34s and now doing development on the new R35 GTR. Now when we teamed up with Castrol Edge to put together the Motive DVD 2009 GTR Challenge, we didn't want a bunch of dedicated drag cars. We wanted street cars. Full interiors, drivable, registered, and cars we know for a fact see street duties on a regular basis. We also wanted a cross-section of all types of GTRs with varying levels of modifications. So the guys from CRD went through their customer base and got together some of the best examples. The plan, to test their quarter-mile times, and with some, their 0 to 100 and 0 to 200 km/h times. The location, Cootamundra Airport in New South Wales. Racer Industries supplied us with one of their Driftbox GPS performance meters, which amongst G-force and lap times can also measure any acceleration times the user wishes to pre-program. So with all of our GTRs on the tarmac, let's check them out and see how fast they are. We started at the lower end of the horsepower spectrum and worked our way up from mild to wild. The first cab off the rank is Rob's daily driver, an R34 M-Spec NER. It came from factory with an N1 engine, and the only tweaks are a trussed exhaust and cooler, as well as a HKS F-Con Pro V and EVC5, helping it make 325 kilowatts at the wheels.
Hi, I'm Nick from Canberra, and this is my 2002 R34 V-Spec 2 NER. I used to own June, built June over a period of 3-4 years. The car was just too much to be enjoyed on a daily basis after that. We started with R34, just basically done the bare necessities.
Nick's R34 V-Spec 2 NER is just as rare, but it has a few more mods, starting with an ARC airbox, Nismo hard piping kit, intercooler and plenum, some drop-in camshafts, Nitto gaskets, SARD and HKS fuel system, and a Power FC D-Jetro, giving it 365 kilowatts at the wheels. One at 188. Croydon Racing Developments also brought along a stock Australian delivered new GTR to use as a comparison, as they are now offering performance upgrades for the R35. The car makes just under 300 kilowatts at the wheels on the CRD dyno. The guys at CRD recently fitted one of their customers' cars with a full HKS 570 kit, which includes intercooler piping, blow-off valves, exhaust, boost controller and pressure release computer, giving the car 365 kilowatts at the treads.
At 200.
You can see that the kit most certainly works, with the car being both quicker and faster. Now it's time to step it up and get serious.
What's up? My name's Matty. This is my R32 GTR with 420 kilowatts at the wheel. It's a 2.6 with a T78 turbo.
It's 11.6 at 201.2.
First night, needed a new clutch, put a new quad plate clutch in it, went out for a test run and blew third gear. Same night, put a new gearbox in it and blew third gear again. And then again, one more gearbox and blew the input shaft. Well, the second run, I just took it further with the revs and basically it broke.
With Matty out, our next big single turbo contender was Omar's R34 M-Spec, sporting a Jun 2.7 litre stroker kit, CRD racehead, Jun camshafts and plenum, HKS T04Z turbo kit, Apex Power FC and OS Geekin quad plate clutch. The car is tuned and set up for response on the street and circuit, but still makes 430 kilowatts at the wheels.
Yeah, that was good. What'd you launch that at? Just half.
11.7, 201.
That's better, eh? Yeah, that was good.
As you can see, traction on the slippery runway is still a problem, even with four-wheel drive. But hey, This is about street cars on a street surface.
Hi, I'm Michael from Canberra, and this is my R33 GTR. It's a standard 2.6 litre with forged pistons and forged rods. It's got a CRD race head on it with a T88 GK hanging off the side of it. It makes roughly a bit over 500 kilowatts at all four wheels. It makes all its power on 98 pump fuel. Yes, I do drive around in Canberra, not that often, but it does come out on the street. And yes, it is very drivable on the street with that kind of power.
Hey, 217.9 kilometres an hour. 1170.
11.7.
So do a 10 if you get it out of the hole.
Just launch a half. How's that? You're doing one more. One more.
Now it's time for our top two contenders. Auto-style performance cars Firmi and Robert Marjan's Jun.
I'm Dominic from Auto Style Performance Cars, and this is one of our R32 GTRs, Firmi. To get the car to this event, it has been a mission for sure. We only had about a week's notice, and the car was actually getting a different engine put in it for a customer of ours. So we decided to throw one of our own engines together in the last minute haste, and we had on the dyno last night at 10 p.m. The car's running on E85 fuel, and we do have it running 2.2 bar today. It would be well into 600 kilowatts at all four wheels. With the Firmi number plates, I think it's one of very few cars that it's justified, because if any other car comes up against it, they should really fear it.
Firmi may only be a 2.6 litre, but it revs to 10,000 RPM thanks to a CNC ported head and Apex 280-degree camshafts. It stays alive because of a billet crank, Nitto oil pump and Nitto head gasket, and makes its power thanks to twin HKS 3037 turbos. It runs through an OS Geekin gearbox, which has very long gear ratios, long enough for 300 kilometres an hour at 10,000 RPM in the top of fourth. Hold on for a wild ride. 228! We have a 10!
There's not a lot of traction out there, and it just wheel spins all the way. I can't believe how far the car's actually wheel spinning. But yeah, a lot of fun, and definitely a handful.
Robert Marjan's R32 Jun was up next. With a Nitto 2.7 litre stroker kit, Croydon custom racehead, HKST 62R turbo, and over 600 kilowatts at the wheels, passing through an OS Geek and sequential gearbox with CRD custom drag suspension, it was set to be quick. All lined up and ready to go, over 1,000 engine horsepower didn't make its way to the ground, instead snapping some drive shafts. The boys from CRD came prepared though, fitting up some spares in no time so Jun could get back out. With a wheel spinning 10.2 at a stonking 230.8 kilometres per hour, Rob was keen to go even faster. But on the second run, some more bad luck. This time, breaking the inner half shafts. With Maddie's car out of action with a broken gearbox, the boys decided to borrow his half shafts to get Jun back out for round 2. Dom was keen to push Fear Me even harder, and he most certainly did. After a near miss, Dom recorded a 10.5 at 234 kilometres per hour and a 0 to 800 metre time of 16 seconds at 270 kilometres per hour. Those speeds could explain the inability to pull up in time. With the half shafts replaced, Jun was primed for action.
Wheel spin.
Rob was able to lay down a 10 flat at 243 kilometres per hour. That's 150 miles per hour for all you old school drag racers. At the end of the day, our leaderboard looked like this. Even our slowest car ran a 12.3, faster than most things below $500,000. 4 of our GTRs ran into the 11s, which is faster than anything this side of $1 million. And Fear Me and Jun prove they are both 10-second street cars in street trim and on a street surface. Thanks to Castrol Edge and the boys at Croydon Racing Developments, the Motive DVD 2009 GTR Challenge was a complete success and will be back bigger and faster in 2010.
be, I think, one of the better ones ever seen.